I used to think I'm never going to be a homeowner. I'm never going to be able to pay a mortgage. And so working with Habitat, that was part of my dream, being able to help other people like Habitat helped me. Ahora voy a preparar salsa de la que yo hago y la voy a compartir con mis compañeros aquí en Habitat Los Ángeles. I hope I don't cry, because sometimes I do cry. They say that when you cry, you're peeling onions, you're a jealous person, but I don't believe that, so I'm not a jealous person. Hello, my name is Sylvia Bautista. I'm a Habitat homeowner and also a Homeowner Support Manager with Habitat LA. Cooking for others and family is really me. You know, I'd like to cook for people when they're going through things or when they're having a party. It just brings me comfort to find people, you know, enjoying my food and being appreciated. Thank you. Makes Steve. And let's make it spicy. When I applied with Habitat for Humanity of Los Angeles, I was living with my 4 kids, moving from home to home with high rent. My life was overcrowded. 4 kids, had to share a room and a bed, and really nowhere to play or do their homework or have friends over. So that's when I decided to apply for Habitat.
5, 3, 2, 1.
Every time I'm at a site or I'm meeting with families, I feel like I got taken back to where I started. I was working at a medical office. I was an office manager, working with a close friend, the doctor there. She read about it in a newspaper, and she knew I struggled, you know, as a single mom with 4 kids. You always get asked to move out because sometimes they don't like kids, they want to raise their rent, or they want to rent it out to one of their family members. So she gave me the article, I read it, and I told her, I'm not going to apply. She goes, why not? I go, because I'm not going to qualify. You know, you need to make a lot of money, and obviously I don't make a lot of money. And she said, well, dear, if you never try, then you're never going to know. So I always thank her. I'm still in contact with her. She doesn't practice anymore, but she's my close friend, and I'll always be grateful to her. And then you can add it on here. And you can have it really, really blended or a little chunky. So we have this ready. I left a few little chilies here, you know. Whoever is feeling like they want a little more spice, they can take a bite of it. So I love the work that I do. I serve community in other ways, but I've also made my salsa for our partner families, and they've enjoyed it. So it's part of me, and it's part of what I bring to Habitat also. Thinking back of all the years that I've been here and being a homeowner and a staff member has made me more proud. And then working with the homeowners, it makes them feel comfortable knowing I've been through the whole process. And this is the job I want to do, hopefully until I retire. I love coming into the office and, you know, seeing somebody that, you know, haven't seen in a long time, giving them a hug. You know, just catching up and see how life is going, and, you know, just talking about work and family life. Well, some of my biggest fears and questions when I applied for the program was if I'm going to qualify, if I'm going to keep being able to afford the home, how is the community, are my kids going to be safe? But, you know, Habitat made it easy. They addressed all those questions. They gave me the right answers, and they made me feel comfortable in moving forward and applying for the program. The dream of working with Habitat, I think, really, really became real is when I got the keys to my house and I moved in, and I saw how it changed, you know, my kids and my life, and how I had new community members, my neighbors. That really made me think, you know, I want to work for something that's meaningful, and that's meaningful to me. Hopefully they come out nice. We got lucky. I wasn't looking for another job. I was working at a medical office. I had been there for 15 years, and I was happy there. But one day I received a call, and I believe it was from Gladys. She called me. She said, hey, I'm going to retire,
and I'm nominating you for my job. She was, would you be interested? And I said, of course. Set up an interview for me. And, the interview day came and I came in and they offered me the job. And, they never knew that I wanted to work with Habitat, but that was my dream job, working with Habitat. To me, money is not everything. Like I tell my kids, it's not always about filling up your wallet. You also have to fill up your heart. So I quit the other job and I came to work with Habitat, and I'm still here. My dream was to help others understand and feel safe about the program, knowing that, it's not a fraud, that it's real, that you can really own a home. People that sometimes think, I'm never going to own a home, like me. And, I like to put it in the refrigerator. I like to let it chill a little, and then it's ready for party or just to watch games or a movie. I ended up as a case manager, and that's where I've been for maybe 6 years now. And I like that. I don't want to move. I always want to keep working with families. I don't want to move to a position where I don't communicate with families, because that's why I started working here. I wanted to work with families and reassure them and let them know that, this is a program, apply, and if you don't qualify, look at the things that didn't let you qualify and work on that and come back and apply again, because you don't just get the opportunity to apply once. You can apply as many times as you want. My position makes it easy working with families because I had the help that I needed. I had the questions answered that I needed. So now I'm able to give those answers and help the families. And then when they get their keys, it makes me feel like I'm there all over again, getting my keys, but it's actually for a family. So that makes my job really rewarding. Wow, moving into my home and having a new kitchen and having space, I'm going to say that's when my cooking started, because before that I didn't do too much cooking, but I started cooking more, baking, not having to eat out, having the space to cook and invite people over. It really enhanced my cooking and, sharing with other people, sharing with staff, sharing with my neighbors. They all know me from my salsa. So it was a privilege getting a new kitchen. What I love about cooking is something that I got from my mom, making people happy, having people enjoy your food, and your kids loving the food, because it's hard. Kids like to eat out all the time. It's so nice to have people, compliment you and enjoy your food.
That's good.
What I love about Habitat is giving back to the community, giving back to people, working with, great people, having the great CEO, a great leader that really, truly cares about this mission. It's just, I don't know, words can't describe it, but it's just the best feeling. A word of advice I would give to somebody that is considering applying to Habitat is get ready to do great work with people in the community and with staff members, and know that you're going to be changing, a lot of people's lives. It's not just going to change your life. It's going to change other people's lives, no matter what department you work, because if we didn't have everybody in all these departments, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. It's a team effort. Habitat builds hope. Just people that are always hope to own a home, just to get the opportunity to buy a home when you thought you never could buy a home, and then you have that hope, and then you might give it to somebody else, and then that person might give it to somebody else. So it's something that keeps on growing.
I think it would be a perfect opportunity to give your daughter a call and let her know that she'll have her own bedroom here, and she'll be able to come back and have a safe home to be with, because you and your family have been selected as a partner family. And so, we thought we'd have this meeting with you and your daughter, just to let you know the news.
So my name is Sylvia Bautista. I've been with Habitat for almost 19 years, but I'm also a Habitat homeowner myself. And I know the struggles you've been through. You had me crying already. But, you know, we're here to help you, and welcome to the Habitat family. And, you know, you're not going to have that displacement anymore.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's the world to me and my kids, you know?
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.